Private Attorney, Mr. Gottlieb.
All right, good morning, Mr. Walton. You're before the court this morning on one charge of aggravated battery. Offender knew or should have known that the victim is pregnant. I find probable cause.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mike Gottlieb and Clark Strandell on behalf of Mr. Walton.
Good morning.
While we dispute the veracity of the charges, we'll agree that there is probable cause.
Okay.
Good morning, Your Honor. Stephanie Newman on behalf of the state. We are seeking a number of special conditions in this case, Your Honor. We're asking that there be no contact with the victim. We're also asking, according to his NCIC, he still has a concealed weapons permit. We are asking that that be surrendered immediately, that if he is in the possession of any firearms, that those be surrendered immediately prior to his release. We are also asking, based on his criminal history, that the court include a substance abuse evaluation and any follow-up treatment recommended as a condition of his release.
What priors require that?
Judge, I show an arrest for a DUI with a .08 blood alcohol level or above in April of 2016, possession of cannabis February of 2019, a battery arrest February of 2019. Both of those were null prost in Miami-Dade County in August of this year. He also had, in April of this year, carrying a concealed firearm arrest that was pled to a lesser included offense of open carrying of a weapon in September of this year, resisting without violence, possession of cannabis, and reckless driving. Those 4 counts were one charge. The arrest was in April. The possession of cannabis was null prost, but the other 3 charges were a plea in August. It was vacated and then resentenced, it looks like, or the probation was vacated in September of this year. But in light of the prior DUI and possessions of cannabis, several arrests, we would be asking for substance abuse as a condition of bond.
As the state said, Judge, all marijuana charges were dismissed. I did represent Mr. Walton in Miami with Mr. Strandell, and the DUI was also dismissed. So while there's a history of arrests for those offenses, he's never been found guilty on any of the substance abuse charges. I did agree with the state to a $10,000 bond. So, I mean, I understand the condition. My client is an NFL player. He is being monitored for a drug problem through the NFL. So I don't really have a problem with it, but I don't think it's necessary either.
All right. So, and so you're saying that all the DUIs and all the cannabis charges, those charges were all dismissed?
Yes.
There's no disposition for the DUI on his NCIC or his driver's license record.
Okay.
I didn't represent him on that, Judge, but my recollection from reviewing was that charge was in fact dismissed. I did represent him on the 2 marijuana charges. They were both dismissed.
Okay. All right. So based on the finding of probable cause, and I am going to impose a $10,000 bond, no victim contact, and Mr. Walton, that means no phone calls, no text messages, no social media, no third-party contact, and that no victim contact is in place until that order is lifted by a judge. Do you understand that, sir? All right.
Judge, for the record, that victim is Jasmine Thompson.
Okay. All right. I'm also going to order that he surrenders any weapons if he has any.
Yes, ma'am.
As well as his concealed weapons permit.
Sealed weapons permit. All right. Mr. Gottlieb, are you representing that Mr. Walton is currently subjected to other drug testing?
I believe he is, Judge. Candidly, it's probably a little dicey. He was released from the Miami Dolphins, but prior to that, while he was signed, he was being monitored and participating in a drug program. So at this point in time, I don't, without him having employment in the NFL, I can't say that he actually is. But again, I'll advise him to go and do it and get drug or alcohol therapy on his own. I don't think we need the court's intervention for that.
And regardless of what's going on in the NFL, I'm asking for a court order that he
Right.
have an evaluation and any follow-up treatment recommended.
Which is why I'm asking if he is currently under something. If he's not, then I am going to order a substance abuse evaluation and any follow-up that's required. Okay? All right. All right, thanks.
Thank you.
All right, Judge, thank you so much. Have a nice day.
You too.